Hello you guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about iOS 26.3, which is the latest update that just came out. So if you want to take a look at it and download, you would have to go over to General, Settings. You have to go to Settings, General, Software Update, and it should be here ready for you to download. If you don't yet see it, go ahead and go up here in these settings, turn these off, and then go back and kind of refresh the page, and it should appear here in the bottom. I have these just set automatically just to download in the background. So a nice cool thing about this new update is we go to settings, we go to general, and we scroll all the way to the bottom, and where we see transfer and reset iPhone, now we have transfer to Android. So now you could transfer all your information to Android seamlessly. And it's pretty easy just to transfer everything, just like your SIM card and contact information. So if we hit that, place your device next to each other. So if you have another Android device, you just hit continue, and then you just scan the QR code on the Android device to transfer the information over. Another nice little feature that they added is that the share option is now slightly different. So if we go down here for any photo or website, let me trim this down a little bit. If we go down to the share option here and we hit on share, down here in the bottom, oops, where it says view more. So if we tap on that, it's more kind of a cleaner look than we had before with the little three dots down there. So if we go back here again, we used to have three little dots down there, but now we have this little arrow that kind of like cleans everything up for you. So it's pretty nice. So another nice little feature. So if you want to create a brand new wallpaper, now you can have weather wallpapers built in, astronomy, and even a few other new ones. But astronomy and the weather wallpaper are kind of new. They have better settings in it to give you better accurate weather information. And you still have your own other iOS 26 wallpapers and any other wallpapers here as well. If we go into settings here, and if we go down to notifications, and if you're in the European Union, so you have a third-party kind of wearable notification built into it. So if you have say your AirPods with you and you open them up, they'll pop up here on the screen, such with third-party developers, third-party accessories, just as watches or kind of wireless devices. So with supported carriers around the world, so with supported devices and with depending on the chip that the phone has, the iPhone Air, iPhone 16e, or iPad Pro M5 with iOS 26.3 or later, with supported carriers in Germany, Telcon, the UK, the E3, BT, United States, Boost Mobile, Thailand, and a few other countries, they have turned off. You can limit precise location off or on depending on the carrier and device that you have. So one thing we've been waiting for the longest time is RCS encryption. In the previous betas, we haven't had yet RCS encryption built into it. They still haven't released it, but they are going to be rolling out to it soon for future updates. So if you go to your settings here, we go back, we go to all the way to apps, and if we go into our messages, we scroll all the way to the bottom, and we scroll down to RCS. You should have that option there. You can turn on and off RCS messaging and RCS for business managers, stuff like that. But they haven't yet fully brought out the encryption portion of this yet. So if you haven't yet already had an Android with, I believe, Quick Share on it, you're able to kind of airdrop from iPhone to Android and vice versa. But now it looks like they kind of re-engineered it for it to work again. So if we go down here to airdrop, it will show you any devices such as your Android phone right next to you that you could airdrop it to Android devices. So as bug fixes and other things that have been improved throughout other betas and updates, so like RAM management has been approved. So if you jump into, say, the music app, it pops up and loads pretty quickly than it did before. So if you go into different apps that you have been using recently, of course, it's going to open up pretty quickly, but with applications that you have opened in the background, it kind of shuts it off and not load the application fast. It is much improved with iOS 26.3. A lot of people have been saying that the keyboard has been a little bit laggy while using. So if we tap here, this is iOS 23.3. on iPhone 17 Pro Max. Looks like it hasn't had any problems or any lag that I've seen or I've been using just now looks like it's working pretty well, to be honest, with iOS 26.3. It may lag just a little bit, but honestly, it's been approved for even older devices. A lot of people have been saying that the low dock area here, I've switched mine to the search button, but it hasn't, in the past, it hasn't switched between dark and light when it's supposed to. Also, when you go into the camera, a lot of people have been saying they have a lot of blue kind of tinted when it comes to the camera, but that has also been fixed. So with Apple CarPlay, people have been saying that it connects to your car, it kind of disconnects and reconnects to your car, and then after it reconnects, it stays perfectly fine, and then it disconnects. They were supposed to fix that in iOS 26.2. Now in iOS 26.3, they still haven't fixed that. That bug is still there. That bug has not been an issue for a lot of people, but just for some users, there has been that bug that just reconnects and disconnects all the time. So we still, even to this day, have the iOS wallpaper background kind of glitch. So if we go down here, whoops, we close it to our app, to our wallpaper, you kind of see it desaturate. Let me change the wallpaper. So let's more vibrant color. So see just a tiny bit, not a whole lot to be honest, but it does lower the concentration, kind of brightness there. I did notice it there just now. But Apple did come and give some feedback that they are still working on it and trying to fix that bug. So we are expecting hopefully soon the new iOS 26.4, maybe in the beginning of next week on the 23rd. And like what we've seen in the past before Apple, we've seen it probably for next week or this week even, iOS 26.4. Apple looks like they're going to slow it down a little bit on the updates just to make the phones kind of perform better, have less bugs, hopefully with newer updates and releases coming out. Which it does make sense for the phones to kind of react and kind of get used to the newer updates every single time. So Apple's going to kind of back off a little bit with these updates and let the phones kind of manage. Hopefully when this new update does come out, we're going to be seeing Apple's intelligence, well, Siri 2.0 with Gemini built into it. So that's going to be very exciting for that update. So I can't wait to see that update coming out soon with Siri 2.0, because that's what's been the biggest thing when it came to Apple intelligence when Apple announced it. Siri has been here and there, working pretty well, to be honest. Not too bad, but not the Siri that we expected it when Apple announced it last year. But the next big iOS update would be iOS 27, which won't be out till June, which is normally the release date before the iPhones come out, and we'll be seeing a bunch of other betas when its release date as well. So the question is, should you update to iOS 26.3? I think you should, to be honest. With the betas in the past, a lot of bugs have been fixed with this new release, and it works pretty well. Performance is amazing. Battery life is very good. My battery life since this morning, I believe it's 83%. I haven't seen it throughout the video, but I think it's definitely worth it to update. So definitely worth an update to install. There's no resprings, no crashes, no lags, no nothing. So definitely do recommend updating it to iOS 26.3. And honestly, ProMotion has been working pretty well, very, very smooth between different windows, different pages, if you're kind of scrolling through. So honestly, it's working pretty well. Definitely do recommend updating it. So only time will tell, but we'll see and kind of give you an update on any new bug fixes, or if any bugs do appear, I will keep you guys updated. So the iPhone itself hasn't been overheating or it doesn't warm up that well, depending on what you're using the phone on, of course, but overall, with heat, there's no heat that you could feel in normal use, to be honest. So the phone is working pretty well. So let's check the battery life on this here. So if we go to settings, go to battery, and if we go to battery health, looks like I am currently at 99%, normal as well, 137 cycles. So this is my daily driver, so that's why I have so much charging cycles. I normally, and I recommend this, do not charge this overnight. Even though, yes, it's a new iPhone, it's a new battery, this and that, I recommend always try to charge it before leaving the house. If you do have a fast charger like I do, charge it in the morning before you leave. I don't recommend charging it overnight, like I said. Overall, I definitely do recommend just downloading iOS 26.3. It's going to help your phone out a lot when it comes to battery and performance. Well, if you guys did install iOS 26.3 on your device, please let me know down below how your phone is doing. If it's lagging, if it's performing perfectly, the battery life is amazing, or if anything else does appear, please let me know down below and I will let you guys know what I find on the next video. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below. Subscribe if you haven't yet already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.